Ah, there we are. What's up, everybody? I'll give a quick update. So, coming in, McLeod, flywheel, part number, there, 464102. SF5 approved. Small block, big block. Evidently they take the same bolt pattern. We'll find out together. Another part. This should be the bolt-on hydraulic throwout bearing. Along with a magazine and some bolts. SFI, everything. Clutch is coming in also. That's not what you're here for. We'll get back to that. Might throw that in the end of this video. Yeah. Flip. Get you set up. That way I can do hands-free. Maybe. Maybe. Not finding anything good. Oh, this thing's all flipped around. There we go. There we go. Now you can see. Before I get you set up too far, so I finished this out. I believe I already showed you all this. You can see where I had originally cut. So instead of having a rounded edge here and then trying to bring it out and down with a roundness there to make it match right here, I just got my roundness here, and the piece that I had cut out to start fabricating into this was already how long it was. So I just said, the heck with it, let's chop out some more and make it fit. So why not? So, measurement from the original trans shifter location opening. So originally it started to come down, and it would have been right around in here. So it just drooped down a little bit. I mean, it was still 3 inches above the bottom here, or 2.5, something like that. So original shifter location is going to stay. I've got parts coming on that. There, everything is ordered. So from the point in which it started to dip down before to now, we're at 9.5 inches. That's like dead on. I didn't even try that. Yeah, that was just all eyeballing stuff. So added 7 inches. That's pretty much right on also. And then where I had originally cut down here to where I later on cut about another 2.5 inches. So see my video before, there was this part here came up and over originally. This in here, I took it out to raise this up. Now it'll come straight back. I did grind it down some. I'm not grinding down my welds nice and smooth, all the way smooth. I did weld on the underside of this. I just got done doing that. I did burn through some spots here and down here probably, and maybe over here and there. Had the weld through primer on it. Came back around, hit everything with the 40 grit. Try to smooth it up a little bit, that way you can at least rub your hand over it. Tell her she's a pretty girl. Pretty girl. Anyways, let's not get caught up on that part. So, got the underside of that welded. Got these gussets in here to tie this brace into the tunnel itself. May or may not needed it. It originally had it with a 4-cylinder. Now we got a big old V8. So made out pieces, welded in on both sides. This in here I just straight plated. And then this one over here, if you can see it very well, that I took and rounded. I don't know. Might be able to see it, might be not. So, kind of wish I would have done that over here. Would have made this side look a little nice. So, besides all the trash that's in here, stuff I've got to clean up. If you were still wanting a measurement here on the height of this, see if I can't give you something. So it's almost straight back. So we're looking about 5.5 inches from the bottom of the floor, which would be right around that area. So, yeah. So, not sure if that helps anybody. I think I'm done with the iron brush grinder. Don't look like my face is all red today. When I was first doing the trans tunnel, welding that first couple pieces in, didn't wear my face mask for the welder. Got a little bit of sunburn, welder burn. It was quite fun. So, update on the engine. Since it is, it's getting dirty. She's down there, nice and pretty, very pretty. So anyways, I do not have a flywheel for that bell housing. So, I bought flywheels. They're evidently all the wrong size. All the bell housings I got don't have a flywheel that'll fit it. Unless I put a standard, a manual transmission from a Magnum on it. I'm not going to have the cutout here for the sensor. And I've got this all hooked up for fuel injection, so I can just run on the stand that way. So what I did is took a piece of aluminum. I think this is aluminum. It's not magnetic. I wonder if my camera's zoomed in as always. Yep. So non-magnetic, thin piece of aluminum my neighbor gave to me a couple years ago. Obviously there was more than this. Sent this to the machine shop. Going to try to have the guy who did my radiator and other stuff for plasma cutting do it, but his health went bad and he sold his stuff and recommended I go to the place that just bought his stuff, so I did. It took him 2 or 3 weeks to get it to do anything. Let's see if we can set you up on this one. I hate dealing with companies that I've never dealt with before, especially larger companies that are full of stupid people. Let's see if I can't find my light real quick. That way we can all see really well. So if I line up this hole and that hole, I told him most important things was my bolt holes. This is for the dowel pin, or location pin, whatever you want to call it. So I wasn't too worried about how straight these edges was compared to how mine was, because that was just a rough cut. Bolt holes, the 4 bolt holes. 2 goes in the back of the engine, 2 for the starter. I told him to see even this piece. Not important. I can take a die grinder to that. So As you can see, those bolt holes are nice and straight. Get to the dowel pin, which is very important. It is not. I think I'm going to have to weld that up. You can see that in there too. Not straight. And then when we get to the last one, save it for last. The best one. How freaking far off is that? I know you guys love to hear me rant. So, because nobody's ever left a comment saying you don't like it. So, I assume you like it. So, another thing I gotta fix because of some stupid idiot. Anyways, one last thing I gotta do today, or tomorrow that I did today, was this transmission tunnel hump. Yeah, so still cold outside. I think it got up to a positive 15 degrees Celsius. I got it Celsius, Fahrenheit. No, live in America, whatever we use. So tomorrow gonna be the same thing, possible 15 degrees. It is currently 60 degrees in the garage because the fires have been running. So anyways, I'm just yammering on. It's time to shut up. So if you like what you see, click the like button. Don't click it. Don't subscribe. Nobody cares. We'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.